Y'all, what's happening? Y'all already know what time it is. Hopefully y'all having a blessed day. It's your boy Papa Duck back with Ain't Nothing. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I told y'all all year. Hit that subscribe button, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, man, when I drop this sauce. And make sure you hit that like button. Also, look below if you're on YouTube now and on Facebook. You will see a link where you can get our merch. All proceeds goes back into the channel. And this is how we pay for ads and things to spread this message. They don't want you to know this type of stuff. Now I'm doing this same video again. I've been requested to do this video, and it's gonna if y'all haven't seen the first one, it's gonna blow your mind. It's just things I be wanting y'all to think about. Okay, now let me bring this to y'all. This was a request, right? Somebody requested me to do this video. I did it before, but pay attention. It's gonna make a lot of sense, because like I be trying to do, get y'all to think. I'm finna show y'all just how a culture can change another culture through business. Okay, it's gonna make a lot of sense. Y'all need to pay close attention about what I'm finna say. Black folks are the biggest seafood eaters. We eat seafood like a motherfucker. Everybody know that. But the way that we are consuming seafood today, that's not how we came up eating seafood. Okay, now I'm finna show y'all just how another culture can change another culture, the way they do things through business. If you pay attention, I don't care where you at or where you at in the world, a lot of these seafood restaurants are popping up. In Orlando, they got a shitload of them now. A shitload of seafood restaurants that Chinese people own, okay? Now, what I'm telling you is this. They bring it out in the bag. It's not the way we consume food. It's not the way we eat food. It's not the way we like our seafood. But when you own businesses and you sell another culture's something that they consume or eat, you can change the way that they consume that food or that thing culturally through business. Gonna make a lot of sense. What I'm telling you is this. This is not how we supposed to eat black seafood. That ain't how black folk cook their seafood. But when you got all these restaurants popping up everywhere, another culture can come into your country, sell you what you like to eat as a culture, cook it the way they like to cook it, or cook it the way they see fit. And over time, we start consuming it. Not only that, we're paying for that shit. We are paying to have a culture change, and we're paying it from people who would not buy from you. And I'm gonna tell you why. This is where the rubber meets the road at. This is equivalent. Okay, them coming over here, finding out what we like as black folks, same as with hair and everything else. Find out what we like to buy, making a business out of it and selling it to us when we should be selling it to ourselves. Now, this ain't to be racist or none of that. This is just common sense. Everybody else do it, so it can't be racist, along with Chinese folks. Now, this is equivalent to a black man going to China, cooking Chinese food in the way that they see fit to sell to them. Now you get what I'm saying? That shit'll never happen. It will never happen. First of all, they will not support that. They will not buy from you. And I'm not being racist. I'm not being funny. This is facts. Right now, you tell me this. If you got a business by a Chinese business, right? And you probably went to their Chinese restaurant and bought lunch here and there. How many times have they walked in your shop and bought? And again, this ain't racist. This is facts, my boy. So don't shoot the messenger. If you can tell me where a Chinese person came into your store, your establishment, and bought anything, I'm listening. And if it did happen, it may be like the younger ones, because the younger ones are more like of the world now. The older ones, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. I got a homie that used to sell hair, and he told me, this man had like 15 stores. But he told me how they came over here. They was coming in the store and asking how they was doing this and doing that. And those people went to coming into that city. Before you know it, he couldn't beat the prices that they was having. Why? Again, collectivism. These people buy in bulk together. And I'm not talking about one city. It could be 4 or 5 different cities of the same of Chinese people buying one big bulk of hair or whatever it is they buying to get it over here to sell it for cheaper. I keep telling you, learn the difference between individualism and collectivism. This shit, I'm gonna teach y'all this shit. And I'm not being racist, not being funny. This is facts. This is how a culture can change another culture through business. If this goes on for 10 years, 20 years, right, which has been going on for a while, it's going to become the way that we consume seafood, through business. Now, what I'm telling you is this. We are supporting that shit. This is where the economic fuck up at. Economically, this is where black folks mess up at. We funding our own cultural demise with this situation. We don't have to buy this. Because again, they will never buy it from you. And I'm not being racist. I got to keep throwing that out there for the sensitive folks. Again, if you in a plaza where it's a Chinese restaurant or business, and you may go in there from time to time, spend a couple dollars, buy this, buy that. Name me one time they ever walked into your shop and bought anything. They're not gonna do it. They're not brought up like that. And I'm just trying to tell you, this is how simple these issues be. Because like I say, when other cultures do it, it's business. When black folks do it, it's racist. So we just here to learn, and we finna get away from that, because we're not that stupid. You're not finna play on my intelligence. You're not gonna play on our intelligence. We're not doing that. Chinese people do not support black people, period. It doesn't happen. And I can say that because it's facts. It's facts. It's fucked up. Yeah, it's real fucked up. Because a lot of them can come to our neighborhood, make a living off of us. And this is, like I say, this is where black folks economically, we don't have no foundation. Because, right, we spend money with everybody else and not our own. I know a lot of y'all gonna say, well, black folks don't know how to do this and we don't know how to do that. Man, I don't want to hear that shit, man. Because if we keep saying that, we ain't gonna never learn. But if you don't have the capital, the startup, the way other people have to sustain these things, how can we? Let your mama, your daddy, or whoever you know, open up a restaurant or any business and don't get no support. They're gonna have to close down. So I get it, you know. We do have things we need to work on, but there's a lot of black businesses that thrive that we don't talk about. Same way with relationships. Every time we talk about relationships, we talking about failing relationships. We're not fucking talking about failing relationships or failing businesses. We want to talk about the ones that thrive and learn from those that thrive and why they thrive, why the relationship thrive. And again, I'm not being racist, man. I ain't make this shit up. This is what happened. I've been living long enough to know. I don't need nobody to tell me no difference. I don't need that. You can't tell me different. And again, it shouldn't be that way. And if you look at it, we can stop that. We can stop supporting people that don't support us because they do it. If we learned this shit, we learned it from them. I don't give a damn if you walk in there and say, hey, I'm selling toilet paper and I'm selling it 30 cents or even $1 cheaper than you getting it from. They will not buy it. They're going to keep buying it from their own people. You know why? Because they understand that they are empowering their own people. And if they spent their money with you, then guess what? They are empowering you. So this is what we do. We empower other people to do the shit that they do. We help them pay for the rent in that building. We help them do these things through our money. And this is why I say we need the proper education to understand this. It's very simple. And it's just not with them. It's other groups of nationalities out there that come over here in America and shit like that and do the same thing. I'm from Belgrade. If you know anything about PDQ, ain't no nigga ever worked in PDQ. Never. You always seen a different, I don't know if they Arabs or what they is, but it's different ones that come. They'll stay so many years and then a new one will come and that one will go. And they'll work in that store. Collectivism. Collectivism. If you think this is not a term or this is not a way of life, go look up the difference between individualism and collectivism and see where the United States falls. United States is the most individualistic country in the fucking world. And that's why it's only one breadwinner in each family. That's why people will go all the way out, be dead ass broke, just to say, I got my own. I got my own. It ain't no fucking I. It's us. If you look up the word like I put out there, Ubuntu, that's an African word. Ubuntu means I am because we are. And that's gonna be my next tattoo. And I'm gonna show it to y'all when I get it. I'm just sick of this shit, man. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of people trying us and acting like we stupid. We're not stupid, bro. We just got to look at how things ran, break the monotony, and, you know, it's not like we want it to be this way. So when people be mad at black folk, man, we be put in a position where we're raised to be the way we are. We are looked upon to be the way we are. So when we carry out, it's like a child. When you give a child a name, oh, he bad, he a badass. He gonna carry out that name. When you give black folks that notion that they ain't shit, they gonna kill each other, they gonna smoke, drink, they loud, they obnoxious, that's what we carry out. It's like raising a dog to be a killer. You can't blame the fucking dog when he killed. So a lot of times, man, you got to understand, man. I know a lot of us might say, well, man, still people do dumb shit. They do. But I'm a why person. I don't look at it for what it should be. I look at it for why. Why do we spend our money with people who don't spend their money back with us? Why we can't see problems that's right in front of us? And that's the problem, or that's the answer no one want to answer. It's the why, man. We ain't that crazy. But why we keep doing this shit? Why? Anyway, man, I just want to put that video out there, and I just want to show you how one culture can change another culture through business. Now, I don't think they'll go as far as making soul food, but I've seen some gas stations with some curry chicken in that bitch. I've seen some gas stations with some fried chicken. It's about business. They don't give a fuck. They gonna sell whatever you want it buy. But it just screwed up that the things we like and love, we should be selling it and buying it from each other. And that's just facts. We can't keep buying from everybody else and losing and falling last. You get what I'm saying? That's just common sense, man. It ain't got shit to do with no racism, bro. It ain't got nothing to do with it. It's just the fact, like, the only way we can empower ourselves as a people, we need an economic foundation. We need to start spending money with each other, empowering each other. Because guess what? If we got a union going and we spending money with each other, all the money doing is just bouncing around. It ain't never going nowhere. Because when I spend it with you, you spending it with her, she's spending it with him, and it's going to come back around to me. That's why they call it currency. Cash flow. That bitch got to move. Oh, anyway, y'all know I love y'all. So, no disrespect to nobody. I just want to put that out there to get y'all to think. This is why it's so important that we do understand financial literacy and economics when it comes to a group of people. Okay? So with that being said, man, it's your boy Papa Duck. And like I always tell y'all, in order for you to be found, you must first be lost. Let's get it together, people. I'll let y'all on the next video.